Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Om Namo Narayanaaya. Friends, again we are here to do our sadhanas of Vedic chanting, sadhana of our some common sense thought for our daily refreshment, sadhana of Mangalacharana Shloka and Sankalpa as to why we are doing these studies, etc. And our sadhana of Upanishad mantra ucharanam, and then the Upanishad adhyanam with Bhashyam. Good minimum we are doing. This can be made more greater, more intense, more deeply, more involving. May we expect for those days, may we plan for ourselves that way to involve in the sadhana more and more. All these Devata Gana, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana, and also to see that our all Vyakritva layers are understood and beautified. What are they? We all remember the Lokasevaka, the Dharmastapaka, the Viragi, the Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, the Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, the Parishrami, the Prerita, the Prashanta Gambhira, the Samskrita Bhasha Jnatrutva with Vyakarana, then the Guru Upasakaha, Daivopasakaha, Mananakarta, Nididhyasanakarta, Anubhavi, and Anubhavanishtita. Wonderful conscious, if we become about all these, work towards that, surely we are growing in our spirituality. In our Veda Upanishadic study, Shwethashwathara, it's a very sweet, kind gesture by the Rishi Shwethashwatharaji, wonderfully is informing us, inspiring us, continuously providing us with the data about the Swarupa of the Paramatma, the Mahima of the Paramatma, the presence and involvement of the Paramatma in this phenomenal happening of the world. And then our job is to identify with Him and get out of all the identities with the limited things. Identify with the infinite. Get out of the identity and suffering with the finite. This is a clarion call of all our Upanishads. So here also the Rishi is guiding us every day. We are lucky that we have Bhagavan Adi Shankara's Bhashya to make us thoroughly understand, correctly understand what is meant by that Rishi. Shankara Bhagavan's Kripa in terms of giving us Sambandha Bhashya to every of the mantra is really appreciable, and we have to wholeheartedly thank him and make use of that. That will be our true gratitude to him. So let us see that portion, the sloka 16, 17, etc. Let us begin with our Vedic chanting, Rigveda Navama Mandalam 66, 67 Anuvakas. With Shraddha, let us do the chanting. Om Atha Veda Parayanam Rigvedaha Navama Mandalam Atha Shatshashtitama Anuvakadarabhya. Om Pavasva Vishvacharshane Vivishvani Kavya सखा सखिभ्य ईड्यः ताभ्यां विश्वस्य राजसि ये पवमानधामनि प्रतीचि सोमतस्ततुः परिधामानि यानि ते त्वं सोमासि विश्वतः पवमान ऋतुभिक्कवे पवस्व जनयन्निशोभिविश्वानि वार्या सखा सखिभ्य ऊतये तव शुक्रासो अर्चयो दिवस्पृष्टे वितन्वते पवित्रं सोमधामभिः तवेमे सप्त सिन्धवः प्रशिशं सोमसिस्रते तुभ्यं धावन्ति धेनवः प्रसोमया हि धारया सुत इन्द्राय मत्सरः ददानो अक्षितिश्रवः समुत्वादिविरस्वर अन्हिन्वतीः सप्तजामयः विप्रमाजा विवस्वदः रुजन्ति त्वा समग्रुवोऽव्ये जीरावधिष्वणे रेभो यदज्य सेवने पवमानस्य ते कवेवाजिन् सर्गासृक्षत अर्वन्तो न श्रवस्यवः अच्छाकोशं मधुश्च्युतमसृग्रं वारे अव्यये अवावशन्त धीतयः अच्छा समुद्रमिन्दवोस्तं गावो न धेनवः अग्मन्मृतस्य योनिमा रण इन्दो महेरणआपो हर्षन्ति सिन्धवः यद्गोभिर्वासयिष्यसे अस्य ते सख्ये वयमियक्षन्तस्तोतयः इन्दो सखित्वमुष्मसे आपवस्वगविष्टये महे सोम नृचक्षसे इन्द्रस्य जठरे विष महा असि सोमज्येष्ठ उग्राणामिन्द ओजिष्ठः युद्ध्वा सञ्चश्वज्जिगेथ य उग्रेभ्यश्चिदोजीयान् शूरेभ्यश्चिच्छूरतरः भूरिदाभ्यश्चिन्मंहीयान् त्वं सोमसूर एषस्तोकस्य साता तनूनां वृणीमहे सख्याय वृणीमहे युज्याय अग्न आयुंषि पवस आसुवर्जो मिषञ्चनः आरे बाधस्वदुच्छुनाम् अग्निर्ऋषिः पवमानः पाञ्चजन्यः पुरोहितः तमीमहे महागयम् अग्ने पवस्वस्वपा अस्मे वर्चः सुवीर्यं ददद्रयिं मयि पोषं पवमानो अतिश्रितोऽभ्यर्षति सुष्ठुतिं सूरो न विश्वदर्शदः समर्मृजान आयुभिः प्रयस्वान् प्रयसेहितः इन्दुर्यत्यो विचक्षणः पवमानऋतं बृहच्छुक्रं ज्योतिरजीजनद कृष्णातमांसि जङ्घनत पवमानस्य चङ्घ्नन्तो हरेश्चन्द्रा असृक्षत जीरा अजिरशोचिषः पवमानो रथितमः शुभ्रेभिः शुभ्रशस्तमः हरिश्चन्द्रो मरुद्गणः पवमानो व्यश्नवद्रश्मिभिर्वाजसातमः ददत्स्तोत्रे सुवीर्यं प्रसुवान इन्दुरक्षाः पवित्रमत्यव्ययम् गुणान इन्दुरिन्द्रमा एष सोमो अधित्वचिगवां क्रीडत्यद्रिभिः इन्द्रं मदाय जोहुवद यस्य ते द्युम्नवत्पयः पवमानाभृतं दिवः तेन नो मृडजीवसे 67 त्वं सोमासि धारयुर्मन्द्र ओजिष्ठो अध्वरे पवस्वमं हयद्रैः त्वं सुतो नृमादनो ददन्वान्मत्सरिन्तमः इन्द्राय सूरिरन्धसा त्वं सुश्वानो अद्रिभिरभ्यर्ष कनिक्रदत् द्युमन्तं शुष्ममुत्तमम् इन्दुर्हिन्वानो अर्षति तिरो वाराण्यव्यया हरिर्वाजमचिक्रदत् इन्दो व्यव्यमर्षसि विश्रवांसि विसौभगा विवाजन् सोमगोमतः आन इन्दोशतग्विनं रयिं गोमन्तमश्विनं भरा सोमसहस्रिणं पवमाना स इन्दवस्तिरः पवित्रमाशवः इन्द्रं यामे विराशत कहुवः सोम्यो रस इन्दुरिन्द्राय पूर्व्यः आयुपवत आयवे हिन्वन्ति सूरमुस्रय पवमानं मधुश्रुतम् अभिगिरा समस्वरन् अवितानो अजाश्वः पूषायामनि अभक्षत्कन्यासुनः अयम् आभक्षत्कन्यासुनः अयं सोमः कपर्दिने घृतन्नववते मधु आभक्षत्कन्यासुनः अयन्त अघृणे सुतो घृतन्न पवते शुचि आभक्षत्कन्यासुनः वाचो जन्तो कवीनां पवस्व सोम धारया देवेषु रत्नधा असि आकलशेषु धावति शेनो वर्मणि गाहते अभिद्रोणाकनिक्रदत परिप्रसोमतेरसोऽसर्जि कलशे सुदः शेनो न तक्तो अर्षति पवस्व सोममन्दयन्निन्द्राय मधुमत्तमः अश्रुग्रन्थेव वीतये वाजयन्तो रथा इव ते सुता सोमदिन्तमाः शुक्रा वायुमसृक्षत ग्रावणातुन्नो अविष्टुत पवित्रं सोम गच्छसि ददत्स्त्रोत्रे सुवीर्यम् एष तुन्नो अविष्टुत पवित्रमति गाहते रक्षोहावारमव्ययम् यदन्ति यच्चदूरगे वयं विन्दन्ति मामिह पवमानविधज्जहे पवमानहसो अद्य नः पवित्रेण विचर्षणिः यः पोता स पुनादुनः यत्ते पवित्रमर्चिष्यग्ने विततमन्तरा ब्रह्मतेन पुनीहिनः यत्ते पवित्रमर्चिवदग्ने तेन पुनीहिनः ब्रह्म स वै पुनीहिनः उभाभ्यां देव सविता पवित्रेण सवेन च मां पुनीहि विश्वदः त्रिविश्वं देव सवितर्वर्षिष्ठैः सोमधामभिः अग्ने दक्षैः पुनीहिनः पुनन्तु मां देवजनाः पुनन्तु वसवो धिया विश्वे देवाः पुनीतमाजातवेदः पुनीहि मा प्रप्यायस्व प्रस्यन्दस्व सोमविश्वेभिरंशुभिः देवेभ्य उत्तमं हविः उपप्रियं परिप्नतं युवानमाहुतिवृधम् अगन्मबिभ्रतो नमः अलाय्यस्य परशुर्ननाशतमापवस्व देवसोम आकुंचिदेवदेव सोम यः पावमानीरध्येत् कृषिभिः संवृतन् रसौ सर्वं सभूतमश्नाति स्वदितिं मातरिश्वन पावमानेर्यो अध्येत्युषिभिः संवृतं रसं तस्मै सरस्वती दुहे क्षीरं सर्पिर्मधुदकम् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. What a delight it is every day that sometime we are doing Veda Mantrocharana. I appreciate the patience of you all. Some of you open the book also every day. It's available online also. Krishna Vasudeva, friends, in our common sense thought today, in continuation of what we are seeing, a very good refreshing course as if of the most important what is our lakshanas, called as the qualifications to do and grow in spirituality. We are seeing the sadhana chatushtaya sampada. Out of the 9 we have seen how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them we saw, 7th also we saw, 8th, 9th we have to see. So the first one is the nirantara maintenance of the viveka and its outcome. Outcome of that viveka is Brahma eva satyam jagat mithya. It is in our heart. But in the outer jagat, the vyavahara continues. Whatever the outer jagat has to be used only for sadhana, that we do. That's called the viveka aspect. Other than that, to everything, the concept from the mind that there is something in this world in which we can indulge so that it can give me the joy, that idea we have to rise above. If at all there is Sukha is there, Ananda is there, it is in me, not only in me, it is as me. See that one word yesterday in our Brahma Jnanavadi Mala, if you remember, Sukharupa Swarupoham. Aham Sukharupa. Mama Swarupa Eva Sukharupa. It has to digest. We have to think about it little more, we have to understand. That Swarupa Sukharupa, we giving up that thing, becoming a Dukhi Jiva with the Upadhi Tadatmya, we are wanting to get Sukha from these temporary things of the world. These are all the confusions we have to rise above. This is called the Vedanta. Therefore, the Vairagya. है ना? देहादि ब्रह्म पर्यन्ते अनित्ये भोगवस्तुनि jihasa. That's called as vairagya. Exhaustively we saw in last 2 days. Then we talked about the shamaha, the necessary of manonigraha. And these all sadhanas are not that once we gained them and we can leave them. ऐसा नहीं होता. ये जिंदगी भर हमारे साथ रहना. It's not that once we brought them, we got them, we showed it to the Guru, like the children, like our Indian education system, that you mug up the subject, you write the exam, but after nobody will ask you about it, that subject. But you are pushed into the next year study. All what you have studied earlier, that was only up to the exam level, getting the grades and marks. ऐसा नहीं है ये चीजें, they have to be permanent with us. We have to experience them. I am experiencing my Vivek. I am experiencing my Vairagya Sada, Nirantara. That we have to make it possible. I am experiencing my Mano Nigraha. This Mano Nigraha is a big subject, Shamaha. So from Gunadrushti also, the Mano Nigraha is freedom from that Nidralaya Avastha, freedom from that Shipta Vikshipta Avastha of the Rajas, and always in the Sattva Guna. See that beautiful Uttarakanda mein Kaga Vasundiji was telling us about the Krita Yuga where Shuddha Sattva Guna Pradhana. Therefore, people all are full of samatha, full of the jnana always. And they are in the Trupta Ananda Sthiti. Santosha, Samatha, Vijnana. These 3 words he used. The mind being in that Shuddha Sattva Guna is the control of the mind from the Guna standpoint. So too, mind in the Ekagra Bhumika is from the Bhumika standpoint, the Niyantrana of the Mana. Then consistently we are able to apply the Mana towards our goal is the real control of mind. And our goal is to establish in our Atmanubhuti. And for that, from whatever the stage of evolution we are now, walking in that direction is Manonigraha. And again, this Manonigraha is continuously tried till it is achieved. Having achieved, it is always maintained. In the maintenance of the Nigraha of the Mana utilized for knowing the self. In the experience of the self, there is no Mana, no need of Mana. Everything is me and me and me alone. A beautiful experience it is. So, about this Mana, engaged in Paramatma Prapti, in Mandukya it is said beautifully. Laye Sambodayed Chittam, Vikshiptam Samayed Punaha, Sakashaya Vijaniyad, Samapraptam Nachalayed, Naswadayed Sugam Tatra, Nisangaha Pragnaya Bhaved, निश्चलम निश्चरत चित्तम एकी कुर्यात प्रयत्नतः यदा न लीयते चित्तम न च विक्षिप्यते पुनः अनिंगनम अनाभासम. That time tad brahma nishpannam brahma tattada. That's called as the mind in Brahman. Those three beautiful mantras we have studied when we studied that Upanishad. If you remember, then mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho bandhaya vishayasaktam mana prasute vishayana seshan sthulatmana sukshmataya cha bhoktu. All these tasman mana karanamasya jantoho. ये सारे मंत्र we have seen so many times. तो mano nigraha is shamaha. We cannot let to lose our mind. Then indriyas also are fully in our control. These are all actually our services to the world. These are all actually our own evolutionary efforts and achievements. These are all actually our real offerings to the Lord. When we do these sadhanas of mana indriya nigraha adi, they are the ones seen by the Lord. He feels appreciated. And then this nigruhita mana and indriya, when they are upayogita utilized for Bhagavad Seva, etc., then he will be happy. That is real bhakti. Real bhakti is not that, oh Lord, my mind and senses are so much uncontrolled, they are so dushta, please help me. How long he will do help that? We should think at one time the prayer becomes an excuse also for all our nonsense. No, no, no. In the beginning days when we pray, the Lord comes in the form of Guru and guides us about the need and technique of Indriya Mano Nigraha. After that, we have to control them and then show it to the Lord. Oh Lord, you gave me the intelligence, that guidance. I utilized it. Now my mind and senses are in control. This I am offering to you. That is devotion. Devotion is not always being in our own negativities by our choice and then again and again praying to the Lord. He will not answer after a certain time because we are misusing that aspect called devotion to justify our non-controlled mind senses. Think about it. So, Shamaha, Manonigraha, Damaha, Chakshuradi, Bahyendriya Nigraha, we have seen. So, one, two, two. So, total four. Then the Uparati we have seen. The Uparati here in Vedanta is called Pratyahara in our Yoga Darshana. Ahara is involved in consume. Pratyahara means not involving, just withdrawn. That is called as Uparati. Wherein all our faculties, Jnanendriyas, Karmendriyas, Antakaran, they may be amidst all the objects of indulgence or bhoga, but we are not interested in them only. Because of Viveka Vairagya Shamadama mastered. Without them, the Uparati is laziness. The Uparati is helplessness. The Uparati is negligence. Everything is not sadhana. अपने आप जो होता है उसको साधना नहीं कहते. जो मेहनत करके पाया जाता है, लगातार रहता है, that's called sadhana. Uparati. है ना? Every age the Uparati happens. For the things which we used to involve in the lower ages. That what as a child of 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, they involve in the dolls or in so many machinery, vehicles, छोटा छोटे कार आते. 7-8 years के बाद that fellow will not involve in them. Uparati होगी. But at that stage you want something else. The cycle, etc. or the electronic games, whatever you call. Once he goes to the age of 18, 19, इससे उपारति होती है. He wants the two-wheeler and all the other hi-fi things. Isn't it? For a child of or youngster of 18, 19, उसको 4-5 साल बच्चों की जो डॉल गिफ्ट में देते हो, he will laugh at. That's called he has grown out of them. but stuck up at something else, isn't it? So the Uparati mein kya hai na, we have grown out of anything in this world, that nothing interests us. So beautiful. This sthiti Sri Ramji had. Therefore, he was unable to involve in the Rajyam, in any of the entertainments, bhoga, etc. And he didn't know the truth, what to do. All were confused. क्या हो गया इनको? तीर्थ यात्रा, he went and came back. He has become absolutely abnormal only. Then when Vishwamitra ji comes, he Maha saint, he knows everything. So he observes. Then he requests Vasishtha ji to give that Mahagnana Tattva Jnana to Sri Ram. Uparati, Sri Ram ji was in. Nothing is involved in. कुछ भी दे, सिनेमा जाना है बहुत देख चुका, नॉट इंटरेस्टेड. घूमने जाना है, नो, नॉट इंटरेस्टेड. दोस्तों के साथ, नहीं नहीं. ऊपर आती, नॉट लेजीनेस, वी आर ग्रोन आउट ऑफ इट. इन दैट देयर इज नथिंग. I tried it. It only disturbs my mind and senses. I am now in the Shamadama sthiti. The Shamadama is disturbed by their indulgences. I want nothing. I want nothing grosser, nothing outside, nothing temporary. Even this Swargadi Bhoga also are offered, he says not required. That Uparata Sthiti mein, only the inner self I want. That sort of feeling. Something higher, something nobler, something diviner. Yevali Uparati. Otherwise, everybody has Uparati from something or the other, which they don't like or which is not, tasty to him, etc. Here we are talking about from everything. Bhakya analambanam vrittehe esha uttama uparati. Right? Then we saw Titiksha yesterday, Sahanam Saradukhanam, etc. ये एक बात और थोड़ा सा ध्यान से इतना समझ ले. The more titiksa we have, the more strong we become to forbear bigger and bigger dukkha and continue our sadhana. The main point is our journey towards our ultimate goal should not be stopped, hindered either by temptations or by fears or by any of these dukkha or miseries. Sahanam sarva dukkhanam apratikara purakam chintarahita vilaparahitam sati diksha nigadit. I am busy in my sadhana only. So my prarabdha brought this dukkha, that will go. Whatever little bit I can do for relief, I will do that. Some of the bhaktas, luckily, they also have the bhakti along with Vedanta. They say, Lord has given me to strengthen me. Every pain is to give us strength. Every pain is to give us wisdom. Every pain is to remove all our prarabdhas. There is no gain without pain. Isn't it? This way a bhakta understands and never gets lost in that. Therefore, chintarahita vilaparahita sarva dukkhanam sahana. Okay? One art let us learn from today. Everybody is miserable in this world with their own personal problem. Let us not give our misery problem to others and make them miserable. And then when they are miserable, dhanyavasmi. Don't feel that. नहीं नहीं, मैं मेरे दुख आपको ऐसे सुनाऊंगा, आपकी आंखों में पानी आना है और मुझे देखना है. These type of ego, these funny things, nothing. You tell God, you solve some of them. If not, go through that. There is nothing worthy of sharing misery. Miseries are at the upadhi level, which are the reactions for our sinful life, whatever we have done. उसको बड़ा बतंगड़ बना क्या जरूरत है? Sahanam. That's what he says. Vilaparahita means calling people and giving them breakfast and then telling our misery to them till they finish the way. These are all things we have to slowly avoid. There's no misery in this world. Paramatma alone is there, is Ananda Swarupa. I am that. They are all at the Kalpita Upadhi level. They come, they go. Neither Sukha comes, stays, nor Dukkha stays. वो आते हैं जला जाते हैं. See, yesterday again, Kagposundi ji said, no, only by Rama Bhakti, the Guna Dosha, all of them go away. By his Kripa. So both Guna Dosha are Maya. Did you catch that point? How wonderful it was. So here, Titiksha is very important. ठीक है. Remember the people who are some 2 generations back. What facilities they had as we are having now? कुछ भी नहीं. Everything was so tough for them. Remember, we have seen them, our grandparents and all of them. But still their titiksha dekho. Thoda chota problem, we run to doctor and shell out lakhs, thousands. Those people, they have, some of them though, Jindagi bhar they have never seen a doctor, maybe once, twice, thrice. And they had all problems. Because when the food is abnormal, the sleep is abnormal, the mind is disturbed, physiological functions are not proper, प्रारब्ध सब मिलकर प्रॉब्लम्स तो होते ही हैं. But they had terrible sahanam, terrific sahanam. बाप रे, उनको तो प्रणाम ही करना है. And चिंता रहित विलाप रहित. We have seen our mother-in-law never shared. I don't remember. We stayed with my mother for decades. We never remember that she is sharing her dukkha and all. No, sahanam, sahanam, sahanam. Wonderful. And physical dukkhas, especially sahanam. Insults, etc. also sahanam. And one thing is important, nobody else is cause for our dukkha. We have seen all of that in our Bhagavad Purana. In the 11th skandha, manah param karanamamananti samsara chakram परिवर्तयेद्यः नाहंजनो मे सुख दुःख हेतुः न देवतात्मा ग्रह कर्म कालाः मनः परम कारणमामनन्ति संसार चक्रम परिवर्तयेत् यतः. भिक्षु गीतम कुछ सुन याद है? ओ स्टडीड लॉन्ग बैक 2-3 साल पहले. I feel that whatever you studied yesterday you forget, but you remember 5-6 years back things. I thought that's why I asked you. So feel the meaning of that. Vilapa rahitam chinta rahit. Vilapa is calling the people and telling them. Chinta is again and again remembering that dukkha, that humiliation, that insult. You know? We should relive happy, good moments, not the miseries. Okay, yaar. That time only it was so bad. Why again you remember? These are all small little things, but we neglect them. And they in turn affect our sadhana. They are all like the chains which hold us, not allowing us to rise above, go beyond, grow forward. जाने नहीं देते सारे. Chinta rahita, vilapa rahita. Many people cheated us, many defeated, deceived us, many troubled us. We also troubled them. ये सब बेवकूफी था. At that time only it was nonsense. Why remember now? Never tell your miseries to others. And don't tell happinesses also. Don't tell anything. Tell about Paramatma. That's it. And there's nothing to tell about Paramatma. Just experience it. नहीं तो that chanchalata of the mana, how can we arrest it? Okay, titiksha. Sahanam sarvadukkanam apratikara purvakam chintarahitam vilaparahitam titiksha. Then the most important thing, beautiful one which you all have about the Shraddha was the 5th of the Samadhi Shatka Sampada. है ना? Shraddha is Shastrasya गुरुवाक्यस्य सत्यबुद्ध्या अवधारणा. देखो, शास्त्र एंड गुरु, out of their own experience, they communicate to us the way of life to be lived outside, the goal to be kept inside, and how it is to be pursued. They have no malice in them. They are telling it from their own anubhuti, in our own interest. Therefore, that is Satya only. Therefore, Satya Buddhya Avadharana we have to do. Shastrasya Guruvakyasya Satya Buddhya Avadharana. They are Satya. But our buddhi, instead of feeling them as Satya, we have a samshaya and a doubt. And therefore, we don't do Avadharana. We do Avadhirana. Avadhirana means insult only. Neglect करते हैं. आगे नहीं. एक बार मान लिया somebody as the guru, go listen from them sadhana, keep doing it, that's it. Regarding that, any questions, doubts are there, you can clarify, isn't it? And then feel that beautiful feeling that I have full shraddha in my shastra and their guidance. Have full shraddha in my guru who is mentor to me. Have full shraddha in my Ishta Devata whom I am worshipping. Oh, he is there, he is taking care of. देखो, एक बात ध्यान रखो. That's the power of Maya, which we seldom realize. Like, I am with Guru 20 years, still I can be without Shraddha. I can keep on studying Shastra without Shraddha. I can worship the Lord, do all prakriyas, but the real ingredient, Shraddha, can miss. Without it, कर सकते. विचित्र है वो बात. Just like we work in an office with for our salary, not with any Shraddha. That office or government or India, देश का अभिवृद्धि डेवलप होना है. Who thinks about all that much thinking? No, many, very few have. All are selfish. And first selfishness comes, then comes the other things. For the sake of selfishness, somebody is prime minister, somebody finance minister, somebody is governor, president. ऐसे होता. Very rare it is. So point is what here? Main is Shraddha. That ingredient we have to have. We have to feel it. Am I doing mechanically with doubt or consciously with faith? श्रद्धा से मुझे करना है. With all the Vedantic study, still we may have some share regarding the presence of Paramatma. Suddenly, that's why when any problems come, we just get lost. अरे अगर परमात्मा तत्व में श्रद्धा है, सगुण साकार है, तो you pray to him, he will take care of the problem. If you have Shraddha and Nirguna Nirakara, then believe that I am there. These are all not to me. Shraddha's opposite thing is samshaya. 2 sentences of Gita throughout life. Remember, Shraddhavan lavate jnanam, niche samshayatma vinashyati. Bhagavan says, chapter 4, we'll study them. Shraddhavan lavate jnanam is equal to moksha. Samshayatma vinashyati. Nayam lokosti naparaha na sukham samshayatmana. He gives 3 blasts only. Na ayam lokaha naparaha, then na sukham samshayatmana. So Shraddha, Shraddha, Shraddha. Bas, Shastras are authentic. Shastrokta Paramatma Tattva is authentic. Paramatma Swarupa Lakshana, Sadhana Prakriyas, as told by the Guru, are authentic. And I will just follow them sincerely. That Shraddha hai to sara rasta khul jata hai. Really beautiful thing, I tell you. Bhagwan, if at all you ask me what I want this one thing, Shraddha de do. यया वस्तु उपलभ्यते याभ्याम विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धाः स्वान्तस्तम ईश्वरम्. वंदे मोहने भवानी शंकरो वंदे श्रद्धा विश्वास रूपिणौ याभ्याम विना Na Bhashyanti Siddhaha Swantastam Ishwara. Ishwara is there inside only, but we can't see him without Shraddha. Sat Dhatte iti Shraddha. Gita in the whole chapter 17 is Shraddha Vibhaga Yoga. Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. That third shloka, Sattvana Rupa Sarvasya Shraddha Bhavati Bharata Shraddha Maya Yam Purushaha Yoyat Shraddha Saeva Saha. Powerful sentences. So right now only feel, think and feel. How much Shraddha I have for my Guru. Because of any of the experiences, am I losing it? Again bring it back to intact. Am I losing Shraddha in my classes? थोड़ा चांस दे दो वो चला जाता. Shraddha am I losing in my Ishvara, my Swadhyaya, my sadhana? You have to be very mindful about them. Isn't it? These are all the main things to be done. Shraddha से इन सबको पकड़ के रखना है. In one word, Shraddha is the petrol or the fuel for the vehicle of our spiritual sadhana. In vehicle, everything is intact. अगर fuel नहीं है तो even a inch also it won't move. Isn't it? Even little it won't move. Everything is there in that. You have a very good car, 10 crore का. Everything है, AC, IC, AC सब कुछ है. अब पेट्रोल नहीं है, डीजल नहीं है, whatever, that fuel, even a millimeter it won't move. Then you add it, the jitna you add, that much only it will move. Again, in between, wherever that fuel is over, it will stop. Isn't it? We have to refuel, see to it. And always it is full. There are some people, every day there is a frustration that the petrol khatam ho gaya, again they have to run, अपनी गाड़ी को धक्का देके ले जाओ पेट्रोल पंप पे. Some people are there like that, their nature, whatever the reasons. There are some people, they have never had a problem of this in their 50 years of driving car. Always they see that the tank is full. हाफ भी हो गया तो फिल करके रखते हो लोग. सडनली कोई काम आ जाए, आई कैन नॉट रश एंड स्टैंड इन दैट क्यू फॉर पेट्रोल. रात को ही घर आने के टाइम टैंक फुल. ड्राइवर है तो है ले जा, बस तो 10 किलोमीटर दूर है पंप, फिर भी पूरा भर के लाओ. They never have this petrol problem. Some people ever have that. In the same way, some people never have the faith problem. From the beginning, they are full of that faith, involved in that. Guru Upasana, Daiva Upasana, Shastra Adhyayana, बहिरंग साधना, अंतरंग साधना. अब कभी उनको शंका नामक चीज ही नहीं हुआ, कर ही रहे. And they are so fast growing. And others at every step they have shanka only, sandeha only, samshayatma. So then the whole life they look back and see everything is done half-heartedly. Many opportunities are given up because of lack of Shraddha. 1,000 times Gurus told us, ye karo sadhana, wo karo. We never do. Shraddha nahi hai. ठीक है, ये इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है. श्रद्धावान लभते ज्ञानम. और शास्त्र से गुरुवाक्य से सत्य बुद्धिया अवधारणा सा श्रद्धा कथिता सद्भिया वस्तु उपलभ्यते. Now the sixth one of all this Shamadhi Shatka Sampada is Samadhanam. Okay, Samadhanam. Beautiful. In our Tattvabodha, the Samadhanam is explained as Samadhanam kim chitta ekagrata. Bas. Chitta ekagrata is Samadhanam. We have chosen a goal. Toward that goal only our chitta is applied. In between so many are coming and going, but we are answering them there and then. We are negotiating with them, we are dealing with them, jitna ho sake, but not losing the sight of our goal. That ekagrata in the chitta is called samadhana. in our Tattvabodha. At that level, that is the definition. Again, when you go to the higher text, Viveka Chodamani, in that the big definition is given. Sarvada sthapanam buddhe shuddhe brahmani sarvatha tat samadhanamityuktam natu chittasya lalanam. Samadhana is not chitta lalana, that anything your mind is desiring, you give it. That is not samadhana, that is bevakufi. Then what is samadhanam? Sarvada sthapanam buddhe shuddhe brahman. Buddhe, buddhi ko, sarvada, always, shuddhe brahmani sthapanam. In the Shuddha Brahma only you are putting your buddhi. That's samadhana. For some days it is listening from the Guru. For some days we study Shastras. Through these two, the Jnanam, Siddhanta Jnanam regarding Brahman should be full in our memory. Now our buddhi is always in that Brahma Tattva Anusandhana Chintana only. That is called Samadhana. We are taught that in the evening, both the texts. First now, Brahma Jnanavali Mala. The next one is Brahma Anuchintanam or Atma Anuchintanam. Both of us, them are teaching us the Samadhana Sadhana. And when we have Shraddha in our Tattva Jnana and all, then why the buddhi should go anywhere else? उसी में हमेशा रहना. Like Hanuman ji. His buddhi is always in Bhagwan Rama. What seva I have to do to Rama? He has no other distracting thought in the mind. Sada sarvada yatra yatra gunada kirtanam tatra tatra krutamastakāñjali. He is always in Rama Rama. उनको समाधान हो गया चित्त का. Samadhana means sadhana of the chitta, wherein it is always engaged. In the beginning with effort, later on naturally. Some of us have the chitta in kamanas, bhoga, bhoga, bhoga. Some are in the artha, artha, money, money. Some people in some name and fame. How to become famous, how to get name and fame. Everyone's chitta is in one or the other things. In Vedanta, when the chitta is in Shuddha Brahma, it is Samadha. Sarvada sthapanam buddhe Shuddhe Brahmani sarvatha. Sarvatha means by all means. Tat samadhanam. That is not chitta lalanam. Is a very important line. Huh? What Shankara Bhagavan says, Apne chitta mein whatever desire comes, you do the lalana of the chitta. Chitta says, show jao. Then with all sentiments, emotions, pichle itne minutes se many soya, we sleep. Again in the chitta, the desire for some bhoga comes, then we become sentimental and fulfill it. Except on Shuddha Brahma, everywhere the chitta is there. Buddhi is there. That is never called the samadha. न तो चित्त से लालन. चित्त का लालन नहीं करना, उसको खड़े करना है, लेफ्ट राइट लेना है उसका. We have to make it to what we want. And what we wanted is Shuddha Brahma Chintanam Hamesha. Hamesha, Hamesha, Hamesha. Like a bhakta just finishes his work, goes back to the name of the Lord, his choice. Or goes back to his bhajana, stotra. Isn't it? There are some people for many, many lives, they have done it, they have reached to this stage. That joyfully, effortlessly, they glide back into their Ishtadevata Parama. Example of Gopikas, example of Narada, all of them. So to a Vedanta should quickly go back, glide back into the Samadhana Sadhana, wherein Buddhi is in the Shuddha Brahma. That will never happen without Shraddha. Shraddha can't be without Titiksha. Titiksha cannot be without Uparati. Uparati cannot be without Dhamma. Dhamma without Shama. Shama cannot be without Vairagya. Vairagya cannot be without Viveka. तो विवेक से वैराग्य, वैराग्य से शम, शम से दम, दम से उपरम, उपरम से तितिक्षा, तितिक्षा से श्रद्धा, ये सब मिलकर समाधि. Such personality, now it has to have one more thing, very, very powerful. That is called as the fourth of the sadhana chatushtaya sampada. Mumukshutvam. With that, we go to the Guru, and Guru gives one thing called Shravanam, the other two we have to do. All these we will see tomorrow. One more day I need to complete it for my satisfaction. Thank you. So, Mumukshutvam and श्रवणादि ये तीनों हम कल देखते हैं, 3 या 4. ओम 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 सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वम् पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः. ओम निधये सर्वविद्यानां ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशंकरं लोकशंकरम्. ओम विदिताखिलशास्त्रसुधाजलदे महितोपनिषत्कथितार्थनिधे हृदये कलये विमलं शरणं भवशंकरदेशिकमे शरणं. ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म समस्त देवताभ्यो तेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन मुक्ति प्राप्ति सनातन धर्म से विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति सनातन धर्म संस्थापकानां निरंतर दिग्विजय राम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थाणां भारतवर्षे विश्वे सुसंप्रतिष्ठा वाप्ति. अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदाद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थमयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारमव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्. ओम पारायणं पंचमोऽध्यायः. So we have seen yesterday up to 8th mantra. 9th and 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, only 6 are there. पारायण कर लो. ओम बालाग्रशतभागस्य शतधा कल्पितस्य च भागो जीवः स विज्ञेयः स चानन्त्याय कल्पते नैव स्त्री न पुमानेश न चैवायं न पुंसकः यद्यत् शरीरमादत्ते तेन तेन स रक्ष्यते संकल्पनस्पर्शन दृष्टिमोहैः ग्रासाम्बुवृष्ट्यात्मविवृद्धिजन्म कर्मानुगान्यनुक्रमेण देहि स्थानेषु रूपाण्यपि सम्पद्यते स्थूलानि सूक्ष्माणि बहूनि चैव रूपाणि देहि स्वगुणैर्वृणोति क्रियागुणैरात्मगुणैश्च तेषां संयोगहेतुरपरोऽपि दृष्टः अनाद्यनन्दं कलिलस्य मध्ये विश्वस्य सृष्टारमनेकरूपं विश्वस्यैकं परिवेष्टितारं ज्ञात्वा देवम् उच्यते सर्वपाशैः भावग्राह्यमनीडाख्यं भावाभावकरं शिवं कलासर्गकरं देवं ये विदुस्तेजहुस्तनुम्. Wonderful. Those who are fully into the Adhyatmaka Jivana, uncompromisingly, for them this text is such a retreat, such a refreshing course, such a continuous reminder, such a continuous partying out. Because again and again, every mantra, such a pumping of jnanam, inspiration, Guru Maharaj is doing. Shwethashwathara RISHI. Those are half-hearted, those are temporary or time pass brand, out of some compulsions attending class. And the one in whom The paripakvata has not come regarding I am exclusively आध्यात्मिक साधक, उनको इस टेक्स्ट का उतना ही उपयोग होता है ऊपर ऊपर. Any text or any field for that matter, unless we have interest in it, we can't enjoy. Beautiful text it is. Right. Now let us do the study of the mantra number. Grutat param mandavivata sukshmam. We have seen. Chant this mantra sola. Only last two lines we have to see in the Bhashyam. Grutat param mandamivate sukshmam jnatva shivam sarvabhuteshu gudham vishwasyekam pariveshtitaram jnatva devam muchyate sarvapashaihi. So, Grutat param mandam iva, by saying this, what is said is for mumukshus, as just now we saw, coincidence. It's most beloved. Atyanta Preetikaram is this Paramatma Tattva. Mumukshunam Atisara Rupa Ananda Pradatvena Niritishaya Preeti Vishayaha. So this point today we can use for our homework and contemplation. Atyanta Preeti Vishayaha is this Paramatma Tattva. Om Namo Narayana. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Ghruta upari vidyamanam mandam saraha. Tadvat tadvatam ati priti vishayaha yatha tadha. Just like it is so dear to those who like the milk and milk products, the cream. Tatha, in the same way, mumukshunam atisara rupa ananda pradatvena niratishaya priti vishaya paramatma. Such a beautiful thought, this one today, the new one or improved edition of the one. I need to explain for a minute. Listen carefully. Bhagavan says here, mumukshunam. Who is a mumukshu? Tomorrow, common sense thought, we will see what is mumukshuta. Mumukshunam atisara rupa ananda pradatvena. The mumukshu has understood that the real ananda, sarayukta ananda, is never ever anywhere in anything else, but it only in Paramatma. Because of this clarity to that moksha, niratishaya priti vishayaha. Niratishaya means atishaya rahita, means extreme. Means this alone is atyanta priti vishaya. There is nothing more priya to that mumukshu. To convey that point, this grutat param mandam, this example is given. Then you and I have to feel in us what is the atyanta priti kara vishaya to us. If it is anything other than Paramatma, then one, we are neither mumukshu, two, nor we have not thoroughly understood the Vedanta, which says the whole Jagat is Mithya Kalpita, it cannot give Sukha. If at all it gives, it's only Bhrantijanya Sukha, Pratibimbita Sukha. Real Sara Rupa Sukha Ananda comes from Paramatma, has our intellect got convinced. If yes, that intellect of ours will have, or our personality will have, Atyanta Preeti for this Paramatma Tattva. So mumukshus understand in Paramatma Tattva only is Atyanta Ananda. Therefore, for them, Atyanta Preetikara, Niratishaya Preetikara Vishaya is Paramatma only. Now you use this for prayer. O Lord, may I have my interest loving and love and longing for you only. May have that conviction. So, in our deep recesses of our heart, still we have value for the world, They are called as vasanas. Therefore, they are still priti vishayas for us. Means what? Our antibiotic Vedantic sadhana, antibiotic of Vedantic sadhana has not gone to the sufficient deep level to remove our infection from the root level. Isn't it? When you take antibiotics, after root, it has to go and remove the disease causing whatever the things that are there, bacteria. So, if Vedanta is deeply, deeply studied, it should tell us that Satyam is Brahma only. Therefore, Satya Nitya Ananda can be from Brahman only. Therefore, I have my love, longing, respect, Preeti only for Brahman. This has to happen to us. Such person only will pursue without any abstractions. In obtaining Paramatma, there is no problem. The problem is we have so many other things pulling us. That because we have so much of Preeti, so much place it is, what do you call, displaced or it is being spread. So many places. हर चीज हमको चाहिए. That is why the Viveka Vairagya gunas. Correct? So, Niratishaya Preeti Vishaya Paramatma. Tadvat Grutasaраvat Ananda Rupena. That is what. Atyanta Sukshma. That Paramatma is in me, Atyanta Sukshma, his nature is Anand. And that Paramatma, Jnatva Shivam iti etat Vyakhyatam. Jnatva Shivam Sarvabhuteshu Gudam Vishwasekam Pariveshtitaram Jnatva Devam Uchade Sarvabhashaihi. These lines were already explained in the earlier mantras. They came literally the same. Now, having said so, Sarvabhuteshu Gudham Brahmadi Stamba Pariyanteshu Jantushu. Okay. Brahmadi Stamba Pariyanteshu Jantushu Sarvabhuteshu Paramatma Gudham. The Lord is there in all beings. That's what in Kathopanishad. Esha Sarveshu Bhuteshu Gudhotma. But still na prakashate. Then how to see him? Dushyate tvagre avudhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshi. Here also. First point we have to catch is Paramatma is very much there in all beings. Second one is what? In what way he is there? Karma, phala, bhoga, sakshitven. All the three. Karma we do. Of it the phala comes. And into that phala we indulge as bhoga. So when the karma is happening, the Paramatma is not the karta, is a sakshi. When the phala comes, karta, Paramatma is only the drashta of that phala. When that bhoga happens of the karma phala, that time also Paramatma is sakshi only. Sarva bhuteshu karma phala bhoga. ये तीनों का तीन अलग अलग है. Karma phala bhoga is one sentence, but karma leads to phala. We indulge in it bhoga. Of all the three, sakshitvena, he is there as sakshi. Pratyakshataya vartamana. Pratyakshataya vartamana means not paroksha. He is there in me, I am he, and that me is sakshi for all the karmas that are done. Karma phala bhoga. Yet, important thought comes now. Api taihi tiraskruta ishvara bhavam. Taihi means by our attention given to karma and phala and bhoga, this Sakshi Ishvara is being tiraskruta, neglected, rejected by us. Be careful here. Like the youngster in his independence and arrogance, he does the tiraskara of his own father. क्योंकि तिरस्कार करने के लिए one arrogance, second bewakufi, that is enough. With that, you can talk nonsense and do tiraskar of anyone. Like yesterday we are seeing, today it continues, how this Shudra Rupi Kagavasundi in his life, he was going on doing tiraskar of the Guru, never listening to his words. Today we will see also that the Guru came, he never even got up also. Guru never minded, but Lord Shiva becomes angry. I am giving the examples of We do Tiraskara Paramatma, we do Tiraskara of the Guru, we do the Tiraskara of the parents, we do Tiraskara of our boss, our elders, we do Tiraskara of the government, Tiraskara we do of the traffic rules, doctor's advice we do. We understood what you mean by you do Tiraskruti? Same way, by giving value to the karma phala as well as bhoga of that karma phala, we are doing the Tiraskara of the Ishvara, who is Pratyaksha Rupena always present as Sakshi. Then what you have to do? Instead of Tiraskara, we have to give the Adharana. We have to respect. Eh? Today it will be coming, not today, after 2 days. Avastha Sakshi Asmi Ahameva Aham Avya. Sakshi Asmi, the word comes in our evening class. So Sakshitaya, Pratyakshataya, we have to attend to that Sakshi more, respect that Sakshi more. Every day सुबह शाम वो साक्षित्व में पहले साक्षी भाव होता है, then साक्षित्व होता है. साक्षी भाव is an effort. Try to remain as witness. Sakshitva is recognizing that, yeah, I'm only a witness. Then the nature of that Sakshi is inquired. Then he is Satchidananda. I am that. So Vartamanamapi Taihi Tiraskruta Ishvara Bhavam. That is what. Uttarardham Vyakhyatam. The second portion of this shloka. That Vishwasya Ekam Pariveshtitaram Jnatva Devam Muchyate Sarvapashaihi. So Sarvapashaihi Muchyate from all avidya, smita, raga, dvesha, abhiniveshadi, klesha, pasha. From that we are muchyate. First point, Sarvapashaihi Muchyate ka meaning. Jnatva Deva means knowing that self, that Paramatma Tattva as our own self. Second. Third one, the Uparwala, Vishwasya Ekam Pariveshtitaram. What is the Pariveshtita? The two things that were told to us through 3 shlokas back, if you remember, Bhagavan is the container in whom the entire world of Rupanama are contained. They are all contents. One meaning. Second is, to those contents, to all those contents, by being their Atma, by being their self, Paramatma is Vyapta, permeating all of them also. That is the meaning of Pariveshtita. उनके अंदर सब है और सब में परमात्मा ही व्याप्त. Like Akasha is that in which everything is there. And in every of those things, its nook and corner, as the self-support of them, the Akasha is there. Eka Pariveshtita. Subtler than the Akasha is the Atma. In that pure Brahman only, entire Nama Rupa are there, just like the whole waves are in the ocean only. So the ocean is the one in which all waves are there. And then to every wave, as the Atma, the ocean alone is permeated. Vishwasegam Parveshtitaram. Then that Atman, as a Sakshi Chaitanya, we have to, when you know, Jnatva Sarvapashahi Muchyate. So Jiva Pasha, Upaditadatmya Pasha. Therefore, the feeling of lowness or limitation, Vala Pasha. Therefore, desire Pasha, Karma Pasha, Vala Pasha, Janma Bandhana Pasha. Pasha means which makes us feel the feeling of bondage. In सब से छुटकारा is equal to we feel that joy of freedom. कुछ भी बंधन नहीं है अभी मुझे. I am that. This was a beautiful 16वां mantra. Now let us do the Sambandha Bhashya Parayana of the 17th mantra. Then the Artha of it. Then we go to the Bhashya Artha. What is it? Paramatma Sakshatkara ke sadhan. Sambandha Bhashya says, Nirbheda Sukha Ekatana Atmanaha Vishwakrutvam Tad Vyapitvam Sanyasibihi Aptavyam Moksha Rupatvam Cha. Aha. First thing is what? The same Paramatma is Nirbheda Sukha Ekatana Atmanaha. That Paramatma in whom there is no Bheda, that Paramatma who is Sukha Ekatana, continuous constant expression of bliss, means undivided, unbroken Ananda Swarupa, which we saw in our evening Prakarana Grantha as Akhanda Ananda Rupoham. Advitiya Akhanda Ananda Rupam. Advitiya, one without second. That is called here as Nirbheda. Akhanda is Ekatana, Khandarahita. So, Nirbheda Sukha Ekatana Atmanaha, of this Atman, the Brahman, the Paramatma, who is unbroken bliss and happiness, of him Vishwasrashtutvam, Vishwakrutvam, that he is the Karta of the Vishwa. Second, Tad Vyapitvam, that he is the permeator of the entire Vishwa created by him. Third, Sannyasibihi Aptavya Moksha Rupatvam cha. He is the one who is to be Aptavya by the sannyasi. And when he is obtained, they experience the moksha. तो सन्यासियों के लिए उस परमात्मा का प्राप्ति मोक्ष देने वाला है. सो मोक्ष हमको केवल परमात्मा प्राप्ति से होता है. And who can obtain the Paramatma? Only sannyasi. That is the meaning of Paramatma Sakshatkar ke sadhana. And sannyasa in its true sense is nothing but always in that contemplation of this self. For the sake of it, he has to give up everything. Therefore, giving up, which is a secondary meaning, is taken up as the final primary meaning for the word sannyas. Isn't it? And we are every moment sannyas. Like, if you are going to the office, you are a sannyas with regard to your houseworks. Otherwise, you cannot do work at office. So too, when you come home back in the evening, you are a sannyasi toward the office. You cannot bring the office to home. She will beat you, or she will have another reason to beat you. When you go to playground, you are sannyasi for something, other things. Anyway, we are sannyasi. What Vedanta says is sannyasa for everything which is necessary to realize the self. तो ये छोड़कर उधर जा रहे हो, वो छोड़कर इधर जा रहे हो, इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? कोई भी चीज परमानेंटली नहीं पकड़ रहे हो ना. या तो सबको एक ही बार छोड़ो, realize the self. So we will see with Bhashya, good amount of Bhashya Bhagavan has given. We will thoroughly study. Let's chant mantra once. Om Esha Devo Vishwakarma Mahatma Sada Jananam Hrudaye Sannivishtaha Hrudamanisha Manasabhikluptaha Yae Tadviduramrutaste Bhavanti. Again. एष देवो विश्वकर्मा महात्मा सदा जनानां हृदये सन्निविष्टः हृदा मनीषा मनसाभिक्लुप्तः य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति. सो एष देवः विश्वकर्मा महात्मा सदा जनानां हृदये सन्निविष्टः हृदा मनीषा मनसा अभिक्लुप्तः एतद्विदुः ते अमृताः भवन्ति. A beautiful thing it is. Oh Lord, please give me the strength to maintain this mood of listening, studying, contemplating on you only through these Upanishads. And let all the required Shraddha, Shakti come to me. May I be continuous, relentless in this sadhana. May none of my own mind and senses and buddhi and vasanas be obstacles in this path. Continue. Om 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shruti MAATRE Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Thank you. Can you join for Gita? Try.